congratulations, because you've just added to your family with a pet.
Yeah, we've recently just got a new dog. And it's a boy, so I've doubled the number of men in my house, which is great.
What's the dog's name?
Pablo.
Of course, and Pablo is
I'm going to not pronounce this right. It's a Dachshund.
Sausage dog.
Sausage dog.
Yeah, my daughter loves those, and I can never pronounce it correctly.
But you've got dogs.
Yeah, I've got 2 Cocker Spaniels.
Called?
Rosie and Freddie. Rosie is a rescue, and Freddie is incorrigible. They're just lovely. I love dogs. Yeah. They're so great for kids. Responsibility. When my kids were little, we had 3 dogs, actually, and they would feed them. They weren't so good at the walking, but, you know, in the end, we used to go to Reigate Park and walk the dogs because it gets you out, and they love it for company, don't they? And I grew up with a dog called Misty, and I absolutely adored having a dog.
Well, my kids are obsessed with dogs, and not for the first time in my adult life, my parents tutted at my behaviour, because we got a puppy a couple of weeks ago, who is 4 months, so that means we've got 2 dogs and 2 kids. But my kids love the dogs, and I wanted them to grow up with animals like I did.
Yeah.
How, just so I've got ammo for next time my mum says, was this a good idea? How good are pets for kids?
Well, again, if you grew up with them and you love them, then it's just part of it. I've got 2 cats as well, you know. I think it enhances a family. It teaches, you know, caring for a pet, even if it's a rabbit. It doesn't matter. Molly had a hamster. She got a bit bored with the hamster, unfortunately. But the dogs are always there because they're playful, aren't they? And they're affectionate. And I know when I was little, I used to go under the table because I was an only child, and I used to tell Misty all my problems about my mum and why she was getting on my nerves. So, you know, you can just chat to your animals, and they give you a wonderful sense of belonging.
Actually, if that's what the kids are going to do, veto the dog. I don't want them to have anyone.
The dog
it's when the husband's under the table doing that, you think you've got a problem.
But can you get kids involved with caring for a dog? I mean, you can't send them out for a walk, can you?
Well, I think pets in general. So we started off, we've had hamsters.
You're going to say pandas then?
No, well, we had pandas, but we had to give those back. No, we had hamsters. And we had those for a year. We still got them, but as you mentioned, they do kind of get forgotten.
Yes.
And
they don't do
behind
much.
the couch.
Well, no, not really.
But they don't they bring them out and you have a little play, and that's it. We had rabbits, we had guinea pigs, we've had all sorts of things growing up on the
going on.
Well, we did a bit because I like animals, and I find them a great way of, you know, building into the family. Just that they're part of your family, aren't they? The dogs.
Yeah, very much so. And I'm hoping Pablo will be the son that I never had. So that's the plan, anyway.
I'll loan you one.
I don't want a real one. Just one that doesn't talk back. It's fine.
I find as well, though, my eldest, he's only 3, but already on the morning when he gets up, because as soon as we get up the dogs to take out, he does want to get up and go out. So it's actually helped me overcome a massive battle, which is getting him dressed, because he's not a fan of getting dressed. What chores, not that I want to give him chores, but what things can you get kids to do with pets? What can we get them to take responsibility of?
Well, you know, with the rabbit, it is supposedly to clean out the hutch and to put the straw in, or go and buy it or find it or help. So there's all that sort of thing. But certainly with the dogs, it was dead easy that they would feed them at a certain time and make sure the water bowl, it depends on their age, you know, make sure that the water bowl has got water in it, make sure that they get cleaned, you know, you do their ears or you brush them and all that sort of stuff. So again, just talking and teaching them about responsibility around a little animal, that it relies on you and it can't talk to you, so you've got to sort of watch for the signs of if it's not feeling well and all that too.
And you've got to keep encouraging them to do it as well. It's not a one-time thing. Because I do remember the hamsters just kind of being neglected after about a month, and then it was my responsibility. I think that's always the way it happens. I remember the family being away. I was sole responsible for the hamsters. I left the cage open one night. It escaped, went 2 doors down the street, underneath the buildings, and then came up in a lady's bathroom on the 3rd floor of a house.
She loved you. Oh my God.
Not really. She called the rat catcher because she thought it was a rat.
She got terrified.
And then the guy came out and said, "No, it's a hamster. I can't kill it." So there you go.
So is the hamster still with us?
Yeah. Still
just
here.
checking.
Still here.
That's so weird. We gave my son the responsibility of naming our second dog, and he called it Spider-Man. So I love it. My husband's traumatised by the fact he has to walk around the park shouting, "Spider-Man, Spider-Man."
Oh, right.
It is something you have to practice, right? The shouting the name. Clemmy was doing that the other day before we got the dog. It's like, what are we going to call him? And you have to practice it. I mean, she looked mad.
Yeah.
Standing down the street, just bellowing a name to no one, but you have to do it.
I remember my son named our little black cat Bonkers. It was just a perfect name for that little cat.
I had a rabbit called Snowy, but it was black.
Nice.
Good times.
Kids are random.